Suzuki's famous V-Strom will turn 21 before we know it. Over those years, the market for adventure bikes has expanded significantly, and today's models are equipped with more electronics than a NASA mission, with the huge Strom serving as the standard bearer for explorers who like to stay on the ground and go by road. It may not be the most thrilling or eye-catching adventure motorbike on the market, but over the years, it has developed a devoted following because to its reputation for dependability, comfort, and ease of riding, in addition to being a reasonable bargain. Suzuki has since improved its adventure offering with the V-Strom 1050 of the latest generation. The lineup for the V-Strom 1050 in 2023 differs somewhat from previous lineups. There is the normal V-Strom 1050, which costs £12,999. However, the outgoing XT variant has been replaced with a fresh, more durable model, the V-Strom 1050DE, £13,699, which features an off-road-ready 21-inch front wheel, higher suspension, and a configuration that is generally more geared toward off-road use. The regular 1050 is one of the two variants and resembles the V-Strom we are familiar with. It has nostalgic style evocative of the DRZ 800 off-road racer's glory and is designed for road adventures with 19 inches and 17 inches alloy wheels and Bridgestone Batlax Adventure A41 tires. In this case, Suzuki hasn't precisely created the wheel from scratch. Instead, they've simply added a few extra features to a well-oiled package. The 5-inch color TFT display and the two-way quickshifter are the greatest modifications. Additionally, the V-Strom 1050, which is now essentially the basic model for the more costly DE, receives a full electronics and equipment package which had been previously only offered with the XT version. The simplest way to understand the new 1050 is to imagine it as an XT with cast wheels that is fully equipped. The V-Strom appears to be a large adventure motorbike from a distance, and it is not light at 242 kilograms. However, when you sit on the motorbike, you might be surprised to find that it is smaller than it appears. Both the distance from the foot pegs to the seat and the distance from the seat to the bars are not excessive. The bars are not particularly big, despite being broad. Overall, for a big adventure motorcycle, the bike seems fairly small and maneuverable. The long-used 1037cc 90° V twin engines welcomes you with a soft rumbling when you turn it on. The engine has only undergone modest improvements, thus the output is unchanged at 106 horsepower and 100 nanometers. In order to improve efficiency, longevity, and feel, the improvements also incorporate hollow exhaust valves packed with sodium, which assist lower the temperature in the combustion chamber. Higher first and sixth gears have been added to the gearbox for smoother shifting and greater acceleration. Moreover, a new two-way quickshifter is present. The V-Strom remains unchanged when in motion. The engine is quick and strong enough to meet your needs without frightening the user with excessive power statistics as other contemporary adventure motorcycles do. With the revised gearing undoubtedly aiding acceleration, there seems to be enough pull across the rev range to allow for some laziness with gear changes, albeit there is no excuse given by the new quickshifter. Good ride quality. Although the suspension is completely adjustable, the default settings seem to be ideal for highway riding since they keep the motorbike balanced and provide decent surface feel. The motorcycle has a rooted sensation, and moving slowly and quickly both seem secure and under control. When you apply pressure to the brakes, the IMU detects whether there's a danger that the rear wheel would lift, and if there is, it will hold it in place in addition to activating the associated braking, which includes a bit additional rear brakes when the front brakes is triggered. The slope-sensitive ABS, with two adjustable levels of interference, is working in the background while all of this is happening. The brakes are also load-dependent, so the motorcycle will recognize when you need extra brakes if you are pulling a bigger load. Although the traction controls has 3 configurable settings or can be turned off entirely, it is not responsive to slope. The flashing warning light on the dashboard is the first indication that the technology is functioning, and it appears to function effectively on slick roads with reasonably smooth interventions. There are 3 different power modes available. All of them deliver full power, but the rate at which the power is transferred to the back wheels varies. The distinction between these modalities is striking and will be useful in shifting circumstances. Hill hold control, cruise controls, low RPM assistance, and an easy start feature or other electrical features. All of these extras are wonderful additions to the V-Strom that, although not being necessary, make life a little bit simpler. All of the rider aids are clearly presented on the new dashboard and are readily operated via basic switchgear. The instrument panel is not very showy, like most motorbikes, but all the information is shown fairly clearly. It's good to see that the center stand and handguards are included as standard features in a world where so many things are categorized as optional accessories. For those who desire a charging station, there is also a USB power connector in addition to a 12 volts outlet. For anything else, such as heated grips, lower seats, or fog lights, you need to browse the official accessories catalog. It's simple to enjoy the motorbike known as the V-Strom 1050. It performs all the duties expected of a large cruiser and does it with grace and consideration. With moderate power levels, nice and neutral handling, and good comfort levels, it is not daunting. Big V twins have existed for a very long time for a very good reason: to complete the task and continue. Even while it lacks the power and excitement of the V4, V6, or even V-twin engines used by the competitors, it nevertheless sounds excellent and provides enough power to keep the ride exciting. The base version is currently, if not already, in the top tier of large adventure motorbikes thanks to the installation of a redesigned dashboard, quickshifter, and greater rider's aids.